Alright guys, so today what we're going to look at is some scatter plot data. So if you remember, a scatter plot is where we compare two different quantities and we see if there's a relationship between the two. So today we're going to compare grams of fat and calories in different types of sandwiches from McDonald's, and we want to see if there's a relationship between the grams of fat and the calories in the sandwich and see if anything noticeable happens. So first thing that you need to do is type all of your data into a spreadsheet in Excel. So on the left, for the X values, those are the grams of fat for each sandwich. So we're looking at 11 different sandwiches here. And the Y value is going to be the calories. So what we'll do is highlight our data right here. And we probably don't need the titles. Let's just start with the numbers. Highlight your numbers. You'll come up here to Insert. Over to the charts, you'll click on the scatter plot right here. And pick the first one, the top left, it says scatter right there. Pick that one. And you'll see right away it creates a scatter plot for us. Not a whole lot of information here, so the dots look good, but we need some more information. So here's what you're going to need to include in your chart. If you'll click on the plus sign, it says chart elements right there. We need to include an axis title. Check that box. Data labels are something that are helpful because it tells you exactly, if you check that box, it tells you exactly what the points are. The exact Y value could be helpful, but it kind of crowds it up there, so you may not want those on permanently. So you can kind of turn that on and off as you need it. We're going to leave it off for now, but if you ever need that for finding slope, just know that's how you turn it on and off. Really important that we do need is the trend line. That's your line of best fit, so we need to check that. And on the little arrow to the right, make sure that you choose linear forecast, because that's going to be helpful for making predictions on some of your questions you have on your Word document today. Okay, so trend line, linear forecast, make sure you have that one selected. Alright guys, so what we need to do to finish up our chart, the X values were the grams of fat, so type that in for your X values. Y values were the calories for the sandwich, type that in. And then chart title, that's overall, what are we comparing? So I'm going to label this grams of fat versus calories. So what we're investigating today, is there a relationship between grams of fat and calories in a sandwich? So what you guys should notice, pretty clear here, we have a positive trend. Alright, our dots are increasing from left to right, so we have a really good positive trend. This means that as our X values increase, as grams of fat increase, the calories increase as well. So really strong positive trend here. And remember, we can use our scatter plot to tell the relationship, positive, negative, or no correlation. And we can also make predictions here. So for example, we didn't have a sandwich with 35 grams of fat, but if we look up, if we follow that to the trend line, we could expect a sandwich with 35 grams of fat to have about 600 calories in it. So we can use this for predictions, we can use it for relationship information. And just for fun, when you're done, you have everything typed up, trend line, all questions answered, you can change the style of your graph, okay, how the dots look and everything, how the font. So just kind of play around with this stuff before you turn it in. And the last bullet point there, nope, not that one. There we go. So in the paintbrush, you can change the color, all of that type of stuff. You can change a bunch of different stuff here, color schemes. Up at the top, you can change all of this stuff just to kind of make it look how you want it. So when you're done with your graphs, just kind of play around and make it look interesting. Alright, good luck today, guys.